Moments ago, Infleqtion rang the opening bell to celebrate its NYSE listing. I want to send things down to the trading floor now, where Ashley Masternardi is standing by. Ashley, our viewers are seeing that 9:30 a.m. moment, and now give us a sense as to the action down there on the floor.
So much action, Kristen, always when we have a new company listing. And joining me now is Pranav Gokhale. He is the co-founder and CTO of Infleqtion. Pranav, welcome to the New York Stock Exchange. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, Ashley, and thanks so much for having us. This has been a wild ride and excited for this next chapter for our company.
All right, so in the most simple terms, what is quantum doing?
Quantum is the world of the very small and the very cold. And so when you get to the quantum scale, you get all sorts of effects that you don't normally see in the world. Things where you can have a bit that's 0 and 1 at the same time, you can keep track of time much better, and a lot of other different phenomena that we're now using for commercial benefits.
And how does Infleqtion's quantum differ from other quantum companies?
So the way that we harness quantum is with individual atoms, usually cesium or rubidium, that's left column of the periodic table. And what we found is that that modality or technology for quantum is extraordinarily stable, it's extraordinarily easy to control, and it has extraordinarily commercial potential. So we're really leaning in hard on the fact that this particular way of doing quantum gets to product right now with quantum sensing, and also has an incredibly scalable technology for getting to the crown jewel of quantum computing.
And what are some of the use cases for Infleqtion's quantum technology?
Just to give you a few while we're here on the New York Stock Exchange floor, one of the fundamental underpinnings of our financial ecosystem is timing. How good are our clocks? Is it good to the nearest second or the nearest nanosecond, picosecond? That's where our quantum technology is deployed today. It's to clocks that are in data centers and national security environments, et cetera. And then up around the corner is quantum computing, which is, for instance, going to enable us to discover new materials, new batteries that last much longer, extend the context windows or memories of modern AI, and a number of different applications. But this is all an entirely new paradigm of computing and sensing, and we're excited to climb up the scaling law.
And how does quantum differ from AI technology?
You know, there's a lot of close relationships at their core. Both quantum and AI are about manipulating very large numbers called matrices. But at the end of the day, quantum enables us to apply certain operations much, much faster than the world's biggest GPUs and CPUs can. We think that is very complementary to AI. Everything that's happening with GPUs and CPUs is going to help QPUs, quantum computers, get out faster. So they play very much left and right hands of the same mission.
All right, and do you think we're going to be talking about quantum one day as much as we're talking about AI?
Absolutely. I think we're on the cusp of our ChatGPT moment in quantum. In some ways, the academic work has already started to take flight, similar to in around 2017, 2018, there was a paper that created modern day AI, LLMs as we know it, but it took a few years before it was commercialized. And we're now taking this to that commercialization inflection point.
All right, and speaking of the inflection point, what is next for Infleqtion now that you've gone public?
Our founder and chief scientist officer said something very wise today, which is that this is not an exit, it's an entrance. And so what we have today is $550 million of new capital to accelerate our technology development, to pour fuel on the go-to-market fire. And so I think what you're going to see from us in the next few years is really doubling down on how fast we get our products to that commercial readiness and how fast we get them in the hands of our customers. So looking forward to this next step.
Pranav Gokhale from Infleqtion, thank you so much for joining us, and congratulations again.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here.
All right, we're going to go to a live look at the floor before we talk to more leadership from Infleqtion.